Hey guys, this is Tanner Howell, and today I was just going to talk to you about a book that I've come across. And now that I've read it, it left me pretty impressed. The book's called The Magicians, and it's by Lev Grossman. There's actually a series based on the trilogy of books that this book comes from on Sci-Fi Channel now. So if you like sci-fi, if you like watching TV shows, maybe check it out there. I will note that the book is considerably different than the TV show, but that's okay. Both are good in their own respect. This is a New York Times bestseller, and in fact, every book of the trilogy is a New York Times bestseller. Uh, Anyone who has enjoyed series such as Harry Potter would probably find interest in this. I will note that this is a much more grown up version of Harry Potter. It still certainly falls within the young adult world, but I think this is a more realistic take on what having powers would probably actually do to people. And instead of walking around with the wand and twirling it, saying a few words and the magic just happening, this book's take is much more of a think of magic as a martial arts. You have to dedicate yourself to it. You have to dedicate your life to it. No spell goes without a consequence, and you can alter your life by going overboard with it. And I'll just read the back of the book to you, just the summary. Quentin Coldwater, he's the main character, is brilliant but miserable. A high school math genius, he's secretly fascinated with a series of children's fantasy novels set in a magical land called Fillory, and real life is disappointing by comparison. When Quentin is unexpectedly admitted to an elite secret college of magic, it looks like his wildest dreams may have come true. But his newfound powers lead him down a rabbit hole of hedonism and disillusionment, and ultimately to the dark secret behind the story of Fillory. The land of his childhood fantasies turns out to be much darker and more dangerous than he ever could have imagined. The Magicians is one of the most daring and inventive works of literary fantasy in years. No one who has escaped into the worlds of Narnia and Harry Potter should miss this breathtaking return to the landscape of the imagination. So obviously that book review, or the summary on the back of the book, along with the book reviews, is trying to create hype for the book, but I think everything said there is pretty accurate, and that is to say, this book and the trilogy, the Magician's trilogy, belongs in the same collection, the same genre as Harry Potter, but it's a much more grown-up approach. It's a much more in depth, and Lev Grossman, the author, was actually a PhD candidate at an Ivy League institution who kind of decided, hey, I don't want to get a PhD, I want to write fantasy. And that comes out in his writing because his ability to tell a story is unparalleled in most modern day authors that I've found. So, if you like Harry Potter, if you like Narnia, if you like sci-fi, but leaning more towards fantasy, um, then maybe this is a book to check out. And I encourage you to do so.